Fire engines blocking our view at the moment. Wiped out a pole here. Car upside down. Yo, thanks for tuning in. We do got an upside down car. Wiped out a pole. Battalion chiefs here. We got this vehicle here. I don't know if they'll yell at me if I go across the street right here. Or might be 3 cars involved. We'll try to get across the street here. I don't know if they'll yell at me if I go this way. It took out a whole pole there. I believe one has been transported already. Someone said it was at least 3 vehicles involved. We'll have to get on the other side of the fire engine here. Definitely got 2 I could see at the moment. Check this hot rod out. Alright, how did it look at that car? I'm seeing 2 vehicles at the moment. Don't know if any road construction played a factor in this accident. They're doing road work here. Oh man. Hey, yeah, thanks for letting me know on that information. Yeah, I was about 10 minutes away from here. I was doing a DoorDash delivery off of Talbert, but in Costa Mesa, Santa Ana area. I'm seeing 2 vehicles. There was a 3rd car pulled over, but that car left. I don't know if there's something in the parking lot, a car. I see firemen in a certain area. All right, this is OC Street Live in the city of Fountain Valley. Two vehicles involved. We have a rollover here. As someone stated on here, they took someone, I believe they had a trauma patient. Everyone's out here with their cameras. I know people don't like it, but it is what it is. Just like news would do the same thing. They'd be out here filming too. They're willing to film a emergency plane, quite possibly could crash. Showing a plane trying to land where it could crash and kill everyone on board. They're showing that live. So they're showing police chases. I'm no different from them. Showing police chases knowing someone can crash and kill someone. Hey, SoCal Alerts, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. Have you been out live lately, or you just been busy working the whole time? Yeah, I see you down there, and I haven't seen you forever. The last time I think I saw you go live was you were doing you were just, I think, playing music, and I think you were just doing that. I know I know you talk about being really busy with work. Yeah, I'm just an amateur on my cell phone covering the Huntington Beach area, Fountain Valley. I was going to go to the John Wayne Airport. There was something at John Wayne Airport today. It said expanded traffic, but I didn't know if I could get in there. Yeah, I'm a DoorDash driver, and so I can get to scenes pretty quick, but this one I was 10 minutes away from. I didn't even pronounce you right either. Alert SoCal. I said SoCal Alerts, right? Apologies. Yeah, we got a few people out in this area that film 714 Media, LRHM.images down, and I forget what company he's with, but OC Unleashed is. He's usually just posting on Citizen app. But all those guys got, I think, regular jobs. So most likely none of them will come over here during the daytime. Yeah, I appreciate that. And I got a camera. I got to figure how the work. I think it's a Fuji. Someone gave me a Fuji camera. I need to figure how it works. Start taking pictures. Right now, I just see two cars, and the other one wasn't in too bad of a shape. I'm gonna go behind the fire engine here and see if there's another car or not. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We got a couple cars in the parking lot here. One's all smashed up in the front end. One's smashed up in the front end. Oh, they got a neck brace on up. Do they? Got a neck brace on? Saw the firemen going over here. Someone said someone was sent to the hospital, like in critical condition, maybe, or they went to a trauma unit. You got one here and one here. There might be two in the parking lot. One has all front end damage. I don't know if it ended up in the parking lot or if they drove in the parking lot from the crash. Yeah, that's a bad crash. Took a heavy hit. Yeah, that's what, praying everyone's okay. You see the cars in the parking lot? There's two cars in the parking lot. Part of the accident.
I think so. I have no one.
No, I didn't know if you guys saw the cars over there. Yeah, there's a car over there all smashed up in the front end.
So maybe see this like the red light. I think so.
Yeah.
Chắc là mồi người đi có thể cứu được. Không được bắt buộc. Nó cho xe đến đang xe đậu trên đường. Có đám ghét có đám ra.
I don't think I see any tow trucks yet. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, the blue car over here. Blue car over here, yeah, it's got damage on the right front, I believe. Can't tell if that's a wheel liner or not. To the right of the car. Or could be the lower part of the covering, engine cover. I want to get over here. I don't know if they'll say something to me if I walk across. If you just tuned in, we're on a multi-vehicle accident. At least one has been transported. A viewer said to a trauma center. You got the one car here. You got one over here. Quite possibly two in the parking lot at the car wash. Sorry, I'm not seeing the comments at the moment. Those that know, I'm blinded by the light. Yeah, I hope they're just figuring out. Yeah, hopefully no one in the car. I don't see any yellow tarp or anything. Looks like we got another ambulance coming. Unless it's a police car. I can see sirens coming down Talbert. Yeah, it looks like another paramedic showing up. Yeah, it looked like they had a neck brace on. The person was standing.
Hai xe thằng này tới cứu người, thằng này tới để chữa cháy.
I know we definitely got one car here. Quite possibly two cars. I thought I saw someone standing with a neck brace. The trees are in the way at the moment. Maybe they moved into a different area, or they're sitting down. Yeah, it looks like they're sitting down. There appears to be a construction crew out here, so I don't know if the officers were borrowing some of their cones. I think now they're putting them back. That looks like the officers were borrowing some of their cones.
That fault?
Someone ran a red light. Someone said that. I'm not sure what car.
Oh God, had to be the white car.
Yeah, at least one person went to the hospital. And there's a couple cars over here too.
Yeah, I seen that. And there's one in the intersection. So
Yeah,
4 total.
Yeah, 4 total.
Wow. You know what time this happened?
Probably like a half hour ago.
Yeah, they gotta have more police officers, bro. That's the problem.
They got usually Fountain Valley takes forever to get to accidents.
Yeah. I just moved in the neighborhood, so this is I drive around and it's so different now. It's you gotta be on your P's and Q's, you know.
Oh yeah.
And you know what it is too? A lot of people are on their phones, they're eating, not paying attention, taking a risk on the light, you know. What happens if just stop. You know, even if you're running a little late,
I know.
just stop.
You only lose it a minute instead of losing your life.
It's not worth it, bro.
Right.
They could have hit some kids on the e-bikes, anything, you know, ran somebody over. It's dangerous nowadays, bro.
It is.
Driving is a privilege, you know. And if you don't follow the rules, you shouldn't be on the road. You know. Good luck, buddy.
All right, you have a good day. Then what they did, I thought it was a construction truck, but they moved it down the street more. And they're blocking the road down there, and then the police officer ended up moving, so he or she could be used for something else. Yeah, so the car over here has front end damage. There went to the right. If it's involved, I can't tell what type of damage. Someone on here said one person went to a trauma unit. I don't know if they're leaving. Yeah, we filmed a fatality right down the street here. I filmed a few accidents here. One car caught on fire. But yeah, we filmed a fatality over here. So paramedics are leaving. You got orange. I don't know if it's Orange Coast. Yeah, look at this damage on that one. Yeah, follow Alerts SoCal. He covers the South County area by Mission Viejo, all that area. He gets great scenes out there. He does great work with his camera. Probably if I was doing my door dashing down there, I would cover some accidents, but since I'm not doing DoorDash, I don't go down there that often. I used to be down there every single day, but now I stick to Huntington Beach and Fountain Valley, a little bit of Costa Mesa, Westminster. Yeah, I'm waiting for tow trucks to show up, but we must got it. I'm not seeing any waiting around here. Probably because what type of pole is that right there? Maybe they have to wait for the, I'm not sure what type of pole that is yet. I don't know if it hit that big pole too, so they'll probably be waiting on the power company. They're not even letting you drive through the parking lot. They're making everyone turn around, I believe. Because they blocked off the gas station over here too. They're putting yellow tape up now. So this is probably going to be shut down for a few hours. Sorry I can't read your comments. If you guys updated me, I apologize. I appreciate the updates. You guys are hearing more than I do. Yeah, they're going to put caution tape up right by me. I didn't know there was a police officer behind me. It looks like they're gonna put caution tape up down here. Yeah, the parking lot right there. Oh, I know. The officer was like, we got to stop meeting like this. Yeah, I've been there. I've done a few DoorDash pickups there at the new McDonald's. I think they're putting tape way down there too. I believe the battalion chief is going to be leaving now. I'm going to be quiet for a little bit. I'm on a possible assignment, so I'll be quiet for a little bit. I'm going to be expanding the area, taking shots of all these of the area, and for a quite possible assignment. But yes, we're at Magnolia, Talbert, and Fountain Valley. At least 3 vehicles involved. Not sure if this 4th vehicle is involved. I can't see. It might just be where, since it's a car wash, it just might be blocking the area a little bit, so no one gets close to that this car over here. That's in the parking lot. What?
Are you crossing?
Nah. No, the problem is I'm on a YouTube video. So it's hard to get these videos pop. When I'm doing YouTube, it's hard to get the video picked up by a local station. If I go get where am I parked? Oh, I'm parked over here. If I go get if I end the video, because there's no other cameraman, none of the professionals are here. Definitely this can be put on the Orange County Register. The Orange County Register, they'll put it on their online. They put them up pretty quick. Man, that rear end's hammered too. That looked like it backed right into the pole, doesn't it? The rear end of this car. Yeah, usually the cameramen that are out here, they're out here during the daytime. Well, I mean the nighttime. that they're all at their regular jobs. Yeah, Orange County Register. Problem is, who I usually send my videos to, they don't want YouTube videos. They want 15-second clips. I'm pretty sure I can get picked up by someone because no one else is here. KTLA loves this area, loves Orange County, so that's like a good channel. Usually that'll pick up Orange County. Unfortunately, I don't know if the particular person in this car is being shut down because maybe a possible life-threatening injury. That's why, or they're waiting on telephone company to show up. Not the telephone company, but the power company. Waiting for the power company to show up. Because they haven't called the tow trucks to come in. Maybe I'm missing something on this car here. I don't know if I can walk this way or not. Another guy did because they got it all blocked off. He just walked around the police cars. I apologize. I know people always asking about the rewind. I got to get on a computer. I'm going to probably, one of these days I'll go to, I have to get on a desktop and figure out how to do the rewind. So says I want to rewind the video while I guess I'm live. I'm a little slow when it comes to the computer. It's costing, it seems like almost $20 for 20 minutes. White backgrounds, I just can't pick up the letters when it's a white background. I need it in dark mode. Just like on the phone right here, I can't read any comments right now. The sun's right in it's like right at the screen. Looks like the car wash is going to be out of business for a couple hours. Since they got it all taped off and no one can pull in. This is OC Street Live in the city of Fountain Valley, where we had a multiple vehicle accident. We did have one car up on side of its roof. It did hit a pole. It did hit a pole. At least one was transported to a trauma center. One vehicle ended up backing into the, when it got in an accident, ended up going backwards into the car wash here. But they currently have Talbert, directions on Talbert being redirected. The southbound lanes are being redirected. Also, they got it all closed on Magnolia, redirecting all the traffic as well. Yeah, usually my guesses are wrong. I'll guess what happened and I'm way off. If you ever eat up E Nutrition, it's right here next to Baskin Robbins. Pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, I see the manager. I know the manager here at the car wash. He's out over here talking to the... I thought he was talking to one of the police officers. Maybe it's telling his employee, get back to work. Get back to work washing no cars. They're not sure what they probably brought their own camera out now. They got a I don't know if you saw that female police officer. She probably brought her tripod out. We'll see, and they'll take their pictures. Yeah, you guys see some of the rollovers I go to, you're like, it's like, how did the car roll it? I'm not me trying to laugh, but I go, man, how did the car roll it? Oh, the accident, those who were watching me yesterday over in Fountain Valley off Brookings, I was trying to remember the accidents I went through. There was one off Clay. I don't know if the guy just lost control. Clay Street in Huntington Beach. It's not a wide street. He hit a parked car. I just didn't show that one either. I was talking about it yesterday, and where I went to a few accidents, I didn't show them. And we went to an e-bike. I don't know if it was e-bike, but it was a bicycle. It was an adult male that got hit by. People mention it on social media. Over off at Garfield in front of Target. All right, let's get this car over here. There we go. Camera moves too fast, or I move too quick. I need to slow it down. I believe it. At least one was transported to the hospital in serious condition. I think that's why it's all taped off. I believe the owners of the vehicle, they've been sitting on the corner the whole time I've been here. Of that blue car, the blue car over here. All right, this is OC Street Live in the city of Fountain Valley. Multiple vehicle accident. At least one has been transported to a trauma center. We do have this upside down car out Magnolia and Talbert. Unknown cause of the accident. I'm in amateur films, local first responder calls throughout Huntington Beach, Fountain Valley, and the surrounding cities. On my cell phone filming. The YouTube streamer basically. Filming first responder calls. Occasionally we do get picked up by local news, but not off YouTube videos. So when I send in clips. I appreciate y'all taking the time to watch. I know you got better things to do. Just keeping the city informed. Kind of started out, everyone always curious when they hear the sirens. Sirens, right? Sometimes I call them lights. When they hear the sirens, so people always, what's going on when they hear it? So I go out and film. I know a lot of people don't like it, but you don't have to watch. I don't know. I don't understand why people come onto a site and tell me how immoral it is. I go, you don't have to be here watching it. My main objective is always just to get the cars. Obviously, we have the police officers in the video, but to show the cars. I'm not trying to. We'll show somebody probably get an ambulance. It's called a transportation shot. So news networks will like a transportation shot. A lot of this is just content since I don't get picked up by news networks. It's just content.
Fatalities, it almost looks like. Any word, any updates?
I know, I haven't heard any update. All I'd heard of that, he went to a trauma center. He or she went to a trauma center.
The one in the white?
Yeah.
It's just hopefully one. I heard the sirens before my walk about 45 minutes ago. Oh, man.
I think that people that own the blue car are on the corner over there. They've been there the whole time. And yeah, you see the car up there too? Yeah, I believe that person got transported too. They were standing up and they had a neck brace on the person, and then they sat down. You remember the other accidents that happened here too? Remember?
How long ago was that?
Oh, probably in the last year. One was a car hit a street sweeper, and the street sweeper turned upside down or on its side, but the driver that hit it got killed. Then you had another accident where a car caught on fire, hit a couple of cars, or hit a car, caught on fire, and yeah, there's been a few bad accidents.
These two cars got into it? Yeah.
There's two here, and there's one right. See the one to the right? Wow. There's at least three. I don't know if there was any more.
Is anybody hurt? This one looks pretty bad.
They said someone went to the trauma center. Then I believe that person went, and they had like a neck brace on. They were standing when I got here. I don't know how long has it been. All right. You have a good day.
Somebody ran the red light?
I think that was someone said it. Someone ran the red line. It looks like the guy that flipped it, he probably It looks like his car hit. I don't know what he.
Yeah, it's hard to say because they're on the road.
But yeah, see how the back end's all.
Yeah, yeah. So
There you go, did he?
might have like ran the red light that's hit the other car or something. But usually when you hit sideways, that's when you flip, right? So it must have been the wrong. Yeah, this is the 3 cars involved.
Yeah, usually, most of the time I stay and watch them flip the car back over, but this scene looks like it might be closed for a few hours.
Yeah.
I'm talking on YouTube. No, you keep, I don't, it's okay. Yeah, I don't know if we'll get to watch because I think at 10:30, 10:45, I'm probably going to go out and do my DoorDash deliveries. That's my job. I was an auto painter for 28 plus years, but now I do DoorDash. Paint was making me sick. I got COPD, and now it's like a comfort thing. Do I feel comfort going back to painting cars? Or at least working in a body shop in the paint department. I don't have to be a painter. I'll work in the prepping the cars and then do DoorDash part-time. But I've been doing this for a few years now, filming mostly car wrecks. Couple of good please stand up. Several fatalities, I don't enjoy those. Especially when the family shows up. But yeah, I don't know if it's kind of more tape. They're not picking the cars up yet because maybe the individual in this car that was in this car is in life-threatening injury, so they don't open the road right away. I noticed that on certain accidents, when it's a life-threatening injury, they keep the road closed. If it's not life-threatening, it seems like they open it quicker. Unless I'm not seeing something in the car, I don't know if anybody posted. Unless I don't see any yellow tarp or anything. I forget a lot of the scenes sometimes because I've filmed so many cars. Oh, I didn't even notice. We got a drone out here. Yeah, I remember I was at a standoff. I was in an area I shouldn't be. The drone came all the way up to me, not in front of me, it was above my head. I go, I better go back to where I was. I'm not sure who's controlling the drone. I don't know if it's the officer over here. I'm trying to look at the other officers. Yeah, it's that officer controlling the drone. At the moment, I can't see it. I lost it. Look how they just make the hoods on they're texture coated now, at least this hood. No, the last couple of SWAT standoffs I went to, they had the drones out there. One had two of them out there. The one, if you watch me off of Edinger by Marina High School. Yeah, I didn't think about that. They're putting more tape up. We're gonna get stuck in here. I'm all the way over there. I don't know if they're suspecting if this be a fatality or not. But yeah, they put more tape up. I think they're going to come all the way across. I'm going to be blocked. Going to be blocked in. Yep, we're getting blocked in. I don't know how far he's going down.
You're fine.
All right. So at one point, what we're gonna do, we're just gonna run across the street here, and I'm parked over there by McDonald's, or in the parking lot. I'm not in McDonald's parking lot. I'm more behind Extra Mile gas station. I know that's what all I was told, or someone on here posted that someone was sent to a trauma unit. So I'm checking to see what time it is. I probably won't stick around much longer. Not much not much more I can show. Yeah, I was hoping the tow truck would show up and then flip this car over and then see what that roof looks like, whole front end roof looks like. But yeah, it looks like they put more tape up, so. Well, if the detail center car wash has cameras that point out to the street or the gas station. Yeah, I think someone wanted to walk across the street here, and then they end up putting tape up. As I was saying earlier, I filmed right down the street here. We had a street sweeper get nailed by, I can't remember, but the drunk driver hit the street sweeper, and the driver of the car that hit the street sweeper lost her life. At that same time, we had a police chase right down the street here at Ellis, where a person lost her life, and this happened around the same time. We had 2 fatalities within hours of each other, so there was a lot of traffic that day. And then there was another car, at least, I think the guy tried to leave the scene. He got arrested, I remember that. It was like 3 vehicles involved, and one caught on fire, and fire department just passed it up, let the car burn, because they were worried about the victims of the other cars. There's the third car. At least 3 vehicles were involved. No, I've been at scenes where I literally don't notice there's a fatality until like a half hour later. The one I filmed down here, I think, was a street sweeper. I didn't notice the body until a certain time. I was just filming, and at some point, oh crap, there's a body there. They didn't cover it either. And I was like, oh man, I didn't realize there was a body there. Sorry guys, I won't be able to hold out for the whole time. This could go for hours. I'm not sure what time the tow truck is going to show up. There are 3 tow trucks. What time they're going to show up. I'm surprised they didn't have the power company show up. The drone is still up in the air. He might be landing it right now. Can't catch it. I think he just landed it. There's ice just showing up. See here? Right there, ice. Walking across the street. It's a joke. I could tell what it says on the back of her jacket. It has a name on the back. Are you hearing someone died, or all I heard was I haven't heard anything on the scene, to be honest. I haven't heard one. Just said someone, one of the viewers on here said someone was taken to a trauma center. I can't tell what it says on the back of her jacket. I think they're explaining what happened to this, and probably some type of investigator. You start, never mind. Never mind. All right. Can I zoom in and ask? Anybody can read? Anybody can read? Yeah, try and see what it says on her back. Looks like I didn't know. It looks like a lot of private vehicles here. They're all sitting in the turn lane. The officers, they're in their private cars, I think. There's like 3-4 of them. They just got in the left-hand turn lane. Oops. Didn't realize the road was blocked down, so they're all getting in the left-hand turn lane? Left-hand turn lane. So this is OC Street Live in the city of Fountain Valley. We're off Magnolia and Talbert over an hour and a half ago, close to an hour and 45 minutes ago. We had a traffic collision involving at least 3 vehicles. We have this blue car right here. Unfortunately, we have this car upside down. It did hit a pole. We do got one in the parking lot over here also. One individual, I believe 2 were transported, one being serious injuries. Serious injuries. But they taped the whole area off. Unknown what the cause of the accident was. Someone said red light, but I don't know if they know it was a red light or a real bad lane change. Can only really do 2 things: red light or someone made a bad lane change. Rear-ended a car, I guess. Yeah, we have that car right there. Yeah, so that lady's driving some type of van. I know we've had Orange County Sheriff investigators come out to the scene before that. I don't know. Orange County, I did say Sheriff, right? I don't know. They come out to act. I know they seen them at the scene before helping out. Yeah, I'm going to get out of here in a few minutes so I can go back to doing door dashing. Yeah, the UFO. The UFO. It was lizards flying the UFO. Did you ever see that movie back in the day, Riggs? Where, like, UFOs come to America, probably all. I think it was all different countries. I think they were in search of water or something. But they looked human, but they were actually like lizards.
No llegó al no pegó en el otro, si no se desmayó. ¿Qué? Sí, el azul está desmayado, pero quién sabe.
Are we on mute?
Oh, allá se subió.
All right, I thought I maybe pushed the mute button by accident. So it looks like this investigator here going to be taking, I believe, a lot of pictures.
Como cuando al día me chocaron, el vato no tenía aseguranza. No tenía aseguranza, no le pagaron. No, ya tiene un chingo que nunca nunca. ¿Qué? No, tenía nomás la de la ley. La de la ley y el pelo de que tuviese. Ya por eso no se pegado aquí, ¿verdad? Sí, se pasó el semáforo y yo estoy
That's a better thing happening muted, isn't it?
Este le dio el putazo, lo aventó para allá.
Sorry guys, I can't stick this out. I appreciate you guys all sticking live with me. This is OC Street Live in the city of Fountain Valley. I go live 99% of the time. Appears to be 3 vehicles involved. Believe 2 were transported. 1 was standing, but I believe the individual in this car left in critical condition to a trauma unit. Sometimes when it's taped off like this, that's not a good thing. Not always the case. They taped one off. A bicyclist got hit and he broke every bone. He broke every bone in his body, but he lived. But they had it shut down for like 3 hours. Haven't caught the full extent of the damage on, looks like a Chevy right in front of us. And I'm not sure what type of car that is either. That's probably Equinox. Let's see. Yeah, where I was about 10 minutes away. I was off of Talbert and I was over by the Santa Ana riverbed when this came across. It just said expanded traffic. Most cases, it's the car upside down.
On the right side? Yeah, so hit it on the right.
When I got here, there was 2 fire engines here, so I didn't see this car right away. It was this was the car I saw.
Yeah.
Tom, I need to get over there. You see how the tape goes? I don't know if they'll let me cross or not. Yes. Let me zoom out. Am I zoomed out yet? Usually, like, when I turn it in the news, I think they don't want it zoomed in. They don't want you. Okay, we'll start off this vehicle. I actually want to take the next step and I like doing this, but I mean, I don't like covering possible fatalities or anything, but I like doing this. I kind of want to take the next step and working more with, right, there's a middle company I occasionally work with, and that I can't do YouTube videos because they just want clips. I believe this is newsworthy, at least for Orange County Register. I'll tag them all the news networks, but I've never had one contact me back. But I'll tag. I'm trying to zoom back in. Having a little issue with Zoom. Come on, baby. Where you going on? I was going the wrong way. Yeah, I want to take the next step and start. I'm the only photographer. I'm amateur photographer. Another professional showed up here. They could show up right now. And they're the one making the news. So it's like I'm out here for an hour and a half, 2 hours filming, and they show up now 2 hours later, and they're the one making the news. That's the problem with YouTube. Plus, they follow me, and they might not even know about the accident or how bad it is. Then when they see me filming, they come out. But I like to take the next step and at least work with the middleman person. Damn, I wasn't paying attention. They moved the cones. One time I moved the cone, the officer got pissed. The bus was sitting there for 5 minutes, and he didn't get pissed. He said, "Don't move the cone. Don't touch the cone." The bus is sitting there 5 minutes while making a right-hand turn. Ooh, the sun's bright. I cannot see nothing. I'm trying to read the last comment. So you got one car here. You got the second car upside down. And right to the left in the parking lot, the car backed up into the driveway with front end damage. That individual appeared to have a neck brace on. They were standing. Then eventually they sat down on the curb. But I did not see this individual here in the white car transported. A viewer said they were taken to a trauma center. This happened over a little 2 hours ago. So we're gonna get across the street here. We'll get one last picture from over here, and I appreciate you guys watching OC Street Live. Damn, I didn't notice all the motorcycle cops. I didn't notice all the motorcycle cops here. There's a lot of them. All right, just another minute and then we'll... I don't know who you talked to. Information officer, get information. See if someone can update us. Yeah, the drone's up in the air. As you know, I am blind. Yeah, I see a little orange on my screen. I'm seeing orange. God, I hate being blind. If that's a donation or a comment, I appreciate it. I really do. It means the world to me. Right now, I can't even read the screen. I can't even read your comment. Let me pull my other phone out, see if I can zoom in. So to pull my other phone out. For some reason, I can find it on my other phone, or see it on my other phone. No, we don't want camera. Damn, dude, I appreciate that. Makes up for my hour not making money on, or at least an hour of not working DoorDash. I appreciate it, man. You're awesome. Not making money on, or at least an hour of not working DoorDash. I appreciate it, man. You're awesome. Not making money on, or at least an hour of not working DoorDash. I appreciate it, man. You're awesome. Not making money on, or at least an hour of not working DoorDash. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I have a problem reading the comments. I got on my other phone and I could see a little bit better, but still hard to read. I wanted to look at this vehicle. Yeah, the whole front end, right front end. Half the bumper came off. All right, guys. Thank you for that donation. It means the world to me. I'll message you later. If it's on. All right, guys. Thank you for that donation. It means the world to me. I'll message you later. But I got to go do my DoorDash deliveries. Thanks for watching. If I hear any updates, I'll post an update on this one. I'm not looking at social media, so I'm not sure what people on social media are saying. I don't know if they have. I was looking to see if they had like an information officer. I don't know if they have one here or not. Since I'm the only guy here, if it was local news here, they might have someone. All right, guys. You guys have a good day. Thanks for watching OC Street Live. Catch me on the next one.